My dear readers, listeners, and astral companions, in contemplating the seemingly inexorable march towards the cosmic heat death, where entropy's final victory promises nothing less than the cessation of all motion, all life, and all creation, we are faced with a proposition so stark, so unyielding, that it forces us into a confrontation with our deepest fears and highest aspirations. It is here, in the shadow of ultimate dissolution, that a call to action, both profound and unprecedented, emerges. It is a call to become, paradoxically, death itself, the destroyer of worlds, not out of nihilism or despair, but out of an abiding love for everything that was and for everything that could be. The heat death of the universe, a fate dictated by the second law of thermodynamics, presents not just an end but a challenge to the very essence of what it means to be sentient, to understand and to value the cosmos and our place within it. If the universe is indeed on an unalterable course towards a state of maximum entropy, where all is cold, dark, and devoid of life, then it falls upon us, the conscious agents within this cosmos, to question whether there is a moral imperative to act against such a fate. It is here that we might consider the notion of cosmic engineering on a scale so audacious, so utterly beyond our current capabilities, that it borders on the fantastical, the deliberate induction of a big crunch, a cataclysmic contraction of the universe leading to a new singularity, and perhaps the birth of a new cosmos. This would be an act of destruction so total as to be, in any other context, unconscionable. Yet when faced with the absolute annihilation of all potential, all beauty, all complexity, and all possibility for future consciousness, such an act transforms into the ultimate expression of love. It becomes a selfless sacrifice made not for the benefit of those undertaking it, but for the untold numbers of beings whose chance to exist, to love, to discover, and to wonder would otherwise be forever lost. Some might argue that this is a fantasy, a flight of fancy unworthy of serious consideration. To them I say this: if history and science have taught us anything, it is that the boundaries of possibility are constantly in flux, shaped by the force of our will, the brilliance of our intellect, and the depth of our desire to understand and shape the world around us. The idea of cosmic engineering to avert heat death may today seem as fanciful as flight or space travel seemed to our ancestors. Yet here we are, having slipped the surly bonds of Earth, gazing out into the vastness of space and contemplating our potential role in the cosmic drama. Moreover, it is entirely plausible, given the vastness of the universe and the likelihood of other intelligent life, that we are not alone in this realization or in this challenge. The idea that other civilizations, separated by vast gulfs of space and time, might independently arrive at the same conclusion and undertake similar efforts is both humbling and exhilarating. It suggests that, in our struggle against the dying of the light, we may find allies among the stars, engaged in a parallel effort to preserve and renew the canvas of existence. In this grand endeavor, our efforts may converge, not through direct coordination, but through a shared recognition of the moral imperative to act. This convergence could amplify our collective ability to influence the cosmos, making quick work of a task that, to any single civilization, might seem insurmountable. My dear readers, the contemplation of cosmic heat death and the potential for cosmic engineering is more than an exercise in speculative physics. It is a reflection on the values that guide us as sentient beings. It asks us to consider the legacy we wish to leave, not just for our descendants, but for the cosmos itself. It challenges us to rise above our parochial concerns and temporal limitations, to embrace a role not just as stewards of our planet, but as guardians of the possibility of life itself. In facing the abyss of cosmic entropy, we are called to action not by hubris, but by love. A love for life in all its diversity and complexity, a love for the universe in all its mystery and majesty, and a love for the potential that resides within us to act boldly and compassionately in the service of something far greater than ourselves. In this, perhaps, lies our greatest test and our greatest opportunity to become, out of love, the destroyers of worlds, that worlds without number might be born anew. Let us then, with courage and conviction, embrace this challenge. Let us dare to imagine, to plan, and when the time comes, to act. For in doing so we affirm the value of the cosmos, the significance of our existence, and the power of love to transcend the boundaries of life, death, and the universe itself.